Welcome to our show, Martian Insights from the Indigo Child, Part 1 of 2. Boriska Kiprianovich, often referred to as the Indigo Child, is a Russian who claims to be a reincarnated being from Mars. Boriska became famous in the early 2000s for his revelations about past life memories of living on Mars and the extensive knowledge of the universe that he shared from a very young age. Boriska Kiprianovich was born in 1996 in the town of Volsky, northern Volgograd, Russia. His mother, Nadezhda Kiprianovich, a doctor, describes Boriska as having demonstrated remarkable abilities from a very young age. He could lift his head at just 2 weeks old and speak simple words a few months later. And by the time he was 1 year old, he could read, draw, and write. What's particularly extraordinary is that, despite never being taught astronomy, Boriska could describe Mars, planetary systems, and extraterrestrial cultures. Acclaimed British physicist Stephen Hawking once shared with the media that Boriska Kiprianovich is out of my imagination about the knowledge on the universe and astronomy in disregard whether or not he is from Mars. After a period of staying out of the public eye and avoiding media attention, Boriska Kiprianovich made a surprising appearance in an interview that has been circulating on the internet. The interview, conducted by an anonymous UFO researcher, took place on the afternoon of October 18, 2018, in Moscow, Russia. The researcher's first question was about Mars.
Theo tư liệu nói, bạn từ sao hỏa đầu thai xuống đây. Bạn có thể cho tôi biết về tình hình ở đó, chẳng hạn như môi trường, con người và cấu trúc xã hội.
That's a rather intriguing question, focusing on the social development of Mars, which no one has asked Boriska before. Boriska thought that the Earth people were generally more interested in the advanced and groundbreaking technologies of Martians rather than in how Martians built their society to achieve such a level of technological advancement.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Boriska then revealed his commitment and purpose in reincarnating to Earth.
Hiện tại khi tôi dần trưởng thành, tôi cũng dần quên đi nhiều thứ. Dường như trước khi đi đầu thai xuống trái đất, tôi đã từng ký một giao ước là không được mang theo những ký ức về sao hỏa khi chuyển sinh đến đây. Tôi chỉ được phép mang theo 2% ký ức, và những ký ức này sẽ bị xóa hết trước khi tôi 10 tuổi. Có những ký ức được tái hiện trong giấc mơ, và khi tỉnh dậy, nó trở nên rõ ràng và sống động. Đó cũng là tiền đề để tôi có thể trả lời những câu hỏi hôm nay. Cuộc sống trên sao hỏa là một ký ức rời rạc đối với tôi. Tôi chỉ nhớ là trước khi tôi chuẩn bị luân hồi xuống trái đất, đã có rất nhiều người đưa tiễn tôi. Họ biết tôi phải liều cả mạng sống để luân hồi đến nơi này. Tôi lúc đó cũng ấp ủ một nguyện vọng lớn lao là có thể mang trở về sự hạnh phúc cho sao hỏa trong tương lai. Tôi đến đây là để kết duyên.
The destiny Boriska refers to involves his revelations in the mid-2000s about his home planet Mars. Boriska stated that his mission upon being sent to Earth was to prevent a nuclear war similar to the one that occurred on Mars, which he believed would threaten the survival of humanity. He wants to warn humankind about this danger. Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, has captivated the attention of scientists and space explorers for many decades. Numerous pieces of evidence from astronauts suggest that Mars once had life similar to that on Earth, and the planet may be harboring a mysterious form of life that our current technology is still unable to detect. Generally, scientists suggest that surface water on Mars likely froze around 3.7 billion years ago as the atmosphere thinned and the planet's surface cooled. However, underground reservoirs of groundwater may have remained liquid in vast chambers, where life forms could have survived, potentially leaving behind evidence of their existence. NASA's Perseverance rover has uncovered compelling evidence on Mars, particularly in a narrow band of rock at Chiava Falls. Using advanced instruments like Sherlock and Pixel, the rover detected organic compounds within the rock, along with leopard spots that suggest chemical reactions that could have provided energy to ancient microbial life. The combination of water and organic compounds and chemical reactions in one location offers the strongest indication yet that Mars may have once hosted life. As humanity continues to strive to understand more about the universe around us, Boriska's revelations further affirm that we are not the only beings in the Milky Way. Boriska describes Martians as being about 7 feet tall, living underground on the red planet, and able to breathe carbon dioxide. He also adds that Martians stop aging at 35 and become immortal. Boriska also revealed that the perfect human body was created by the deities of the second cosmic dimension and has a more intricate structure than that of Martians.
Theo lịch sử xa xưa và khẩu truyền của các dân tộc cổ đại, cấu tạo của cơ thể con người dựa trên cấu trúc cơ thể của các sinh mệnh của tầng vũ trụ thứ hai. Các vị thần đã lấy bùn đất tạo ra con người. Các thần có màu da khác nhau, tạo thành các chủng tộc khác nhau. Không có sự phân biệt về màu da, cũng không có sự phân biệt về sắc tộc và huyết thống. Người sao hỏa không có cấu trúc cơ thể và bề ngoài hoàn mỹ như người trái đất. Nó cũng không có cấu trúc tế bào hoàn hảo như người trái đất. Cấu trúc cơ thể của người trái đất là sản phẩm của nền văn minh tiền sử, chứ không chỉ đơn giản là do di truyền học.
On January 18, 2009, in a conference with members of the Supreme Master television team, all vegans, Most Benevolent Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, made fascinating revelations that she received through spiritual communication with peaceful extraterrestrial friends from Mars. They humbly agreed for her to share more about their lives with us.
The mass extinction happened 40 million years ago.
Master, were there any survivors? And how many were there? Thank you, Master.
There were survivors. Yes, there were survivors. The first survivors were about 2 million people. And now they have about 5,800,000.
Oh, wow. Where and how do the Martians live?
They live underground, and they live very frugally, recyclingly, spiritually. Where do they live, huh? You know, the survivors. First, they live in a less polluted area. There were some pockets of less polluted areas in Mars at that time, less poisonous. They survived, and they started picking up pieces, and then they go into the underground caves, and they dig tunnels and live in there. The survivors slowly got in touch with each other during the 20 years period until most of them contacted with each other. First telepathically, of course, and then physically. Then they gathered together, dig up more and deeper tunnels and caves underground, and arrange for more comfort and community. They occupy like 1/3 part of Mars and near each other now, and they build roads and streets and all that. They would start to dig tunnels and big spaces, big ceilings, about 10 meters high, And between the ground and the ceiling, about 10 meters high, some part of it underground. And they have like 5 stories space, in between them. They found the underground water, river, and they live nearby. Most of the people live near the underground water. Before they lived like a little bit far away and spread around all over the planet, underground, but now they kind of gathered together almost nearby in the same vicinity and live together as one nation.
Thank you so much, most insightful master, for sharing this incredible insight into the survival and resilience of the Martian people. May this knowledge inspire humanity to seek more profound understanding and compassion in their own lives.
Vegan tested positive for Heaven Link.
Welcome to part 2 of our 2-part series, Martian Insights from the Indigo Child. In the previous episode, we learned about the purpose and commitment of Boriska Kipriyanovich, a Russian who claims to come from Mars and reincarnated on Earth. Before we dive into the following fascinating content from Boriska Kipriyanovich's special interview, let's take a look at some intriguing information about life on Mars. In August 2014, images from the Mars rover revealed a structure on the surface of the red planet that resembled a piece of human bone. In 2016, images captured by NASA's Curiosity Mars rover revealed structures resembling an intact human skeleton embedded within layers of rock. Most recently, in April 2021, the Curiosity rover discovered unusual structures on the Martian surface that resemble animal people bones, raising questions about the potential existence of extraterrestrial life. During a meditation retreat in France in October 2007, Most Enlightened Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, described the appearance of noble beings from Mars, Venus, and the Moon.
The Martian, Venusians, Mooners look like us. Big eyes, they come from all the galaxies much farther from us. They look like us, but they are not, they are not having a physical body. They can manifest if they want to. They don't need it. Yeah, we cannot manifest an invisible body, but they are invisible. They can manifest a physical body if they want to.
The strange structures on Mars, resembling human bones, suggest the possibility that ancient life once existed on the red planet, while scientists explain that these structures could be geological phenomena. These discoveries still open the possibility that Mars once supported life. This raises the question, could Martians have evolved into a more advanced, non-physical form? Returning to the interview on October 18, 2018, in Moscow, Russia, Boriska revealed more about the Martians' management system.
Hành tinh sao Hỏa về cơ bản là do các nhóm trưởng lão quản lý, không có khái niệm về chính phủ hay chính trị. Các nhóm trưởng lão là nòng cốt của sao Hỏa. Việc bầu chọn trưởng lão không phải do chiến tranh hay kẻ mạnh yếu hay thông qua tuyển cử, mà nó được đo lường bằng đạo đức hoặc sự đột phá công nghệ của người đó. Đột phá công nghệ của người sáng chế này phải gắn liền với đạo đức của anh ta. Trình độ công nghệ và phương thức phát triển của sao Hỏa là như vậy, và nó cũng là hình mẫu phát triển do các nhóm trưởng lão đặt định. Phương thức tư duy và phương thức sống của người sao Hỏa và người trái đất là trái ngược hoàn toàn.
Martian social management model is truly remarkable. In January 2009, when asked about life on the red planet, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, shared the following valuable insights.
What do Martians eat? Are they all vegetarians?
They are. Almost all of them are vegans. They eat like once or twice or 3 times a day maximum, but they eat only like 1/4 of our average food intake on this planet daily.
And do Martians ever get sick?
No, they don't get sick. They're very happy. They don't have doctors there. They don't have nurses. They don't have hospitals. They don't have tax. They don't have prison. They don't have money. They don't have anything like what we have here that is bothersome and stressful, Everyone contributes what they can honestly, sincerely, and happily. And they share whatever they have, Each one has the special abilities or expertise, and they share everything they have together. There's no buying, selling over there. In such an atmosphere like that, of course, you will be happy and you live long and you don't have a sickness.
Vegan, tested positive for good brain function.
Further to Supreme Master Ching Hai's vegan revelation that Martians do not have sickness, Boriska informed us that on Mars, there is no concept of death as on Earth. Instead, the elder generations are liberated and ascend to a higher cosmic dimension, which Boriska refers to as the second cosmic dimension, 3,000 times greater than the lower dimension. Additionally, the Indigo Child also explained the concept of reincarnation on Earth.
Tại sao mọi người trên trái đất lại biết đến khái niệm luân hồi? Một là nó có tôn giáo, hai là truyền thống dân gian của nhiều dân tộc cũng nhắc đến điều này. Luân hồi cũng là sự phát hiện của nền văn minh khoa học kỹ thuật truyền thống của trái đất. Sau luân hồi, còn có sự đột phá đến điểm giới hạn của không gian và thời gian. Đáng tiếc là các thế lực người ngoài hành tinh xấu xa, dẫn đầu là nền khoa học phương Tây, chú trọng vào khoa học thực chứng và tôn sùng vật chất, đã không còn tin vào sự tồn tại của các vị thần. Họ lợi dụng sự phát triển năng lượng hóa dầu để tàn phá môi trường, khiến người trái đất dần dần biến dị, dùng kỹ thuật AI và công nghệ nhân bản để thay thế người trái đất và tiêu diệt linh hồn của con người. Trước khi đứa trẻ được sinh ra, linh hồn sẽ khai mở các huyệt vị và nhập vào cơ thể đứa trẻ. Linh hồn còn nắm giữ chìa khóa để mở các cánh cửa không gian khác, đồng thời đánh thức sự sống của họ tại không gian đó.
We are indeed a part of the universe, and thanks to Boriska's valuable insights, we gain a clear understanding of our true nature and a deeper insight into the laws of the universe. The anonymous researcher continues to ask Boriska for his comments on how humans practice ethics through the legal system on Earth.
Ở trái đất, khoa học công nghệ cũng đang phát triển. Internet, máy bay và ô tô đều đang không ngừng đột phá. Tuy nhiên, xã hội trên trái đất là một cấu trúc xã hội tích lũy của cải cho cá nhân hoặc quốc gia, tồn tại vì lợi ích cá nhân hoặc tập thể. Con người sống vì tiền. Con người vì tiền, vì lợi ích mà không từ thủ đoạn thì cải tiến công nghệ để làm gì? Một xã hội chết cứng trong pháp luật với những kẻ xấu xa, đối xử với động vật không còn chút nhân tính nào, thì họ làm sao có thể phát triển ra một đĩa bay phản trọng lực chạy bằng năng lượng sạch đây? Làm sao có thể khiến con người thăng hoa đây? Nếu có sự thăng hoa ấy thì cũng chỉ là do các vật chất xấu đang giúp con người thăng hoa ngược và hủy hoại con người.
What terrible event led to the destruction of the Red Planet? With unconditional love, our most benevolent Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, kindly answered us as follows.
Since how long have Martians been living underground?
Since after the mass destruction on Mars, they began to live underground ever since then.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you. And the Martians currently living underground, are they aware of what had happened in their planet history?
They have been told. They pass on the knowledge of what happened of their planet to their children and grandchildren. Even though it's 40 million years ago, they retain the history of what happened so that the descendants know how to take care of what they have and not to be careless and not to be so destructive anymore, but more virtuous and, spiritual. They must live like that. Okay?
Yes. And Master, during the destruction of the planet, how did they die?
Oh, terrible. Let me check. The mass extinction came, they died. Not only human beings and there, but the animals also, they died by two main poisonous gases, namely hydrogen sulfide and nitrous oxide, plus methane as the third cause. But hydrogen sulfide and methane from the livestock began to warm the climate and then triggered more other gases from the ocean, from permafrost and glaciers around the planet, just like what's happening to our planet right now.
Master also shared a short message from Martians to Earth people.
They told us, don't destroy yourself. Don't destroy the planet. There were two groups. One is from Venus and one from Mars. Both say similar things.
Thank you, most beloved Master, for sharing these profound insights with us. Mars's history serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of environmental neglect and the importance of living virtuously and spiritually. We also thank Boriska Kipriyanovich for sharing your insights into Martian social and spiritual development. Your message truly inspires us to apply these noble principles and create a more compassionate and progressive world here on Earth.
Vegan, earning a high grade from heaven.
Peer reviewers, thank you for your company on today's show, Martian Insights from the Indigo Child, Part 2 of 2. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for How to Save Your Life in this harsh, brutal retribution time, Part 4 of 5, on Between Master and Disciples. May humanity learn from the Martians to be kind and moral and adopt the benevolent vegan lifestyle, as this is the only way to save our precious home, Earth.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds, life is a feast.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/ss.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/schedule మరియు suprememastertv.com/ss.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nigo, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.
98% of Chinese would shift vegan after learning the benefits. A survey by ProVeg International, an organization working to change the global food system, indicates that almost every person in China would eat more vegan foods if they learned how a vegan diet is beneficial. The poll was conducted in Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou with 1,000 people who are primarily omnivores or flexitarians. And Guangzhou, a vegan
Reddit, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nigo.
Most sustainable diets are predominantly made up of vegan or plant-based foods.